Welcome back to Channel 19 here with some girls basketball action as the Lady Knights will take on the Haddonfield Bulldogs. Sterling 2-3, 1-2 in conference play. Haddonfield 2-2, 1-2 in conference play. Going to take a look at some stats here. Colonial Liberty standings. Haddon Heights at the top, 2-0, 2-0 in the conference, 5-0 overall, followed by West Deptford. And then Haddon Township, Haddonfield, Sterling below Haddonfield in the standings, and Collingswood at the bottom. See here, Sterling's 2-3. They're fifth in the Colonial Liberty. Their offense scores 35 points per game, defense 40 points per game, led by Mackenzie McDonald scoring 10 points per game. Tori Wilsey and Bridget Dixon both with 9 points per game, and Morgan Sims with 4. Haddonfield with a 2-2 record. They're fourth in the Colonial Liberty. Their offense puts up 31 points per game, defense 24 points per game, and their leading scorer is Riley Mulligan with 9 points per game, Sarah Fetter with 6, Caroline Douglas with 5, and then Bryn Bickle with 4 points per game. And the teams met 2 times last year. February 9th, 2021. Tatiana Johnson with 7 points in that game. Jasmine Johnson with 5. And then they met February 4th, 2021. And here's some game history. Sterling leads the series 16-15, and Haddonfield has won 4 straight since 2007. And the keys to the game for the girls are to start fast, push the tempo, and to limit the turnovers. And here we are, Tori Wilsey coming out of the tunnel, one of the senior leaders. And, we saw, the senior leadership from the girls the last time we saw them play against Haddon Heights. They came out and competed against the best team in the conference so far.
Yeah, Tori Wilsey had a great game. Again, you talked about the senior leadership there. You see Raina Pelkat, Tori Wilsey. Not a whole lot of seniors on this team. And I think, guys, when I look at both rosters, one thing that stands out to me is you look at Coach Kate McDonald and Chris Jones there, her assistant, and Tim McDonald, another assistant. One thing that stands out to me is when you look at both teams, they only have 2 seniors on their roster. So this is 2 very young teams as we look at Coach McDonald, the McDonald tandem, and Coach Jackie Mulligan will be out, and Lori Quinnavalli will be filling in for her. Coach Jackie Mulligan is out on COVID protocol. So that's something, obviously, we're used to here, we've had to deal with, and I think throughout South Jersey, everybody's dealing with it, and we're just doing what we have to do. And just, again, it's one of those situations. So Coach Lori Quinnavalli will be filling in. Lori is also the girls' soccer coach at Haddonfield.
Sterling wins the tip. Dixon off to Quinn. Doesn't go. Haddonfield on the break.
And Jacob, usually these are 2 teams that are at the top of the division right now. I know it's early on, but at the middle or lower part of the pack, and I think that says a lot about the youth that you see out there. But 2 teams that definitely are going to improve a lot this year and have a promising future.
Shot doesn't go for Haddonfield. Dixon leads the break for the Knights. Quinn outside. Back over to Dixon.
Haddonfield looks like they got a 2-1-2 zone there. And the way you're going to beat that zone as the ball goes the other way is with a lot of good ball moving around the outside and looking for those diagonal looks. You have to be patient and look for the looks. And obviously the other way you can beat a zone is to hit from the outside to bring them out.
Down low, Riley Mulligan, the junior, gets that one to fall.
Yeah, good look down low and a turn and shoot. Good job by Mulligan, not putting the ball on the floor, just putting it right up. You know, sometimes younger players will tend to get the ball on the floor, get themselves in trouble.
Dixon draws contact and gets to the line.
Again, I keep forgetting this, and I've been here for four years. Any relations to the head coach?
I believe that is her daughter.
Foul is on number 34, Penner.
And it's a good fundamental play that usually you'd see from a coach's daughter. She just got the ball and put it right up. Again, that's impressive. Bridget Dixon, who runs the point at 9 points per game, does a real nice job running the point.
This is both free throws, and Riley Mulligan brings it up.
And that's been a problem for Sterling as a team, the free throw percentage. And that's definitely has to improve, no doubt about it. And again, it's not just one player, it's the whole team that's really not done well at the free throw line.
Bryn Bickle drives inside. Blocked by Mackenzie McDonald. And a tough pass. And that one will go down for Bryn Bickle, the junior. Sterling's going to call timeout here, talk things over.
Well, Bickle right there had the ball blocked. Nice block there by Mackenzie McDonald. There you see it over the shoulder, then stripped by Bickle, who got it, went in strong, and got the good roll. So just like that, Haddonfield holds a 4-0 lead here early on. Decent amount of fans here with their Legos down there. Were you guys Lego guys?
Oh man, I remember being that young and playing with Legos. I still do, technically.
John, yep.
I still do.
I could picture you being a Lego guy.
I just like building them. That's the main thing. That's the fun bit.
Legos were cool to pass the time when you had nothing else to do as a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
John fixes the wires when they go awry here, so I could definitely see that.
Another good defensive possession for Haddonfield there. Here's Mulligan. Good pass inside. Shot doesn't fall.
Again, that's number 10, Caroline Douglas. Her sister, of course, graduated last year.
And that's a good job. Going to that left side, drawing to help defender over. And exactly what you need there. Nice bounce pass. They just weren't able to finish.
Dixon's shot is blocked. But Bickle steps on the line out of bounds. Take another look at this here.
Bridget Dixon just taking advantage of what the defense gave her right there with that opening off to the right side.
McDonald outside, looking for some help. Finds Pelkak, and the three bounces off the rim and in for Raina Pelkak, who gets the Knights on the board.
Good ball movement around the outside, and Pelkak got free with that open jumper. They were not contesting her, so she figured she'd make them pay for it.
Caroline Douglas outside.
Douglas just pulling things back out here, giving a chance for Haddonfield to run their half-court set.
Mulligan drives inside, throws up a shot, doesn't fall. Offensive rebound from Bickle, and she gets that one to go.
And a second consecutive basket from Bickle on the Haddonfield end, and she's been real active, especially down in the low post, had to steal and got the basket the last time down.
There's the shot from Pelkak.
Foul on McDonald, first foul.
Here's Douglas over to Bickle. Shot up for Haddonfield, doesn't fall. Saved by Mackenzie McDonald, but it is, and it's corralled by Pelkak. throws a wayward pass and ends up in the hands of Douglas. Haddonfield decides to slow things up here. Smith drives inside. Pass deflected there.
Well, good quick first step by Smith coming down the baseline, but a great job by Mackenzie McDonald coming over and cutting things off with the help defense.
Dixon pass to Quinn. Called back down to the post, out to Quinn. Tries to drive inside, loses her dribble. Pelkak from outside. Doesn't go, rebound Quinn. And that one goes down. 2 points for Aaron Quinn.
Nice put back there by Aaron Quinn, who really had a nice game the last time we were out here with Sterling going against Heights, playing a real good game, only to come up a little bit short at the end, but Heights is probably one of the better teams in the conference this year.
Douglas to Mulligan.
You can see Douglas, boy, if you come at her and don't come at her under control, she's got that quick first step and she can blow by you.
Shut up. Rolls off the rim for Haddonfield.
Wow. I think 3 out of the last 4 baskets by both teams have gotten that friendly roll, Jacob.
I think you're right. You are the geometry master over there, Mr. Shields.
Yeah.
Your guess is better than mine when it comes to numbers.
Yeah.
Bit of a miscommunication for Haddonfield there, but they seem to gain control. It'll stay in Haddonfield's possession. Take another look at the
extra credit there for throwing a geometry reference in. You figure the arc, that has a little bit to do with geometry, right, Jake?
It sure does.
Giving him some extra points on this upcoming test.
Yeah, a couple extra credit points for a real-world reference there.
Shot outside from Douglas.
Doesn't go.
Just
And
leaves it short.
Bickle gets him in the corner.
Yeah, they're going to bring it back out and run their offensive set. You've seen that a couple times where Douglas has pulled things out to give them room to run their offensive set.
And my question is you have a very sister that did very well in all 4 years of her high school career. You wonder if she got some teaching moments from her.
If you're Caroline Douglas, you're hoping it runs in the family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you can see, again, Douglas uses that quick first step, but what Sterling's doing a good job of is even if she gets by the defender, which she has on a couple of occasions, they've got the help defense come over, been able to come over and cut the drive off.
That's a travel there for Haddonfield.
See Quinn.
Both teams right now, even though Haddonfield's up 9-5, just don't look crisp right now in their passing. Some forced shots by both teams.
It's been some, I would say, a sloppy work from both teams.
Yeah.
I think the reason Haddonfield's up right now is strictly because their defense has been better.
They have, and that's a good point, Jacob. And I think a lot of what you're seeing, what they're doing a good job of, is they're cutting off those passing lanes and really frustrating Sterling.
First free throw from Dixon is good.
What?
Two at 2 at the line that time for Bridget Dixon. Here's Caroline Douglas using the double screener advantage there, but dishes it off to a teammate. Shot outside. Won't go from that range. Sterling looks to push the pace here with only 8 seconds left on the clock. Wilsey heaves one up and just off the rim. 1 quarter down, 3 to go as Haddonfield leads this one 9-7. We'll be right back right after this.
Whether you are a young athlete or an active adult, Dr. Vincent Marchese of Beatty Harris Sports Medicine helps you to reach your physical goals. The team, with locations in Newtown Square, Cherry Hill, and South Philadelphia, treats everything from acute sprains and sports-related concussion to arthritis and chronic tendon pain. Through an evidence-based, patient-centered approach, Beatty Harris Sports Medicine delves deep to find the source of your pain and get you back to the activities you love. To schedule your evaluation, visit BeattyHarrisSportsMed.com or call 610-601-9177.
Back to a beautiful night at Sterling. Sterling right now trailing the Haddonfield Dogs 9-7. And Sterling overall struggling offensively, of course, and Haddonfield's doing a very good zone defense.
Yeah, they're coming over and doing a good job. Like I said, I think when you look at Haddonfield, what they've been able to do is they're doing a good job cutting off the passing lanes. What Sterling's been able to do, and we talked about it a little bit, is when Haddonfield gets those drives to the basket, blow by the first defender, the help defense is coming over to cut things off. So both teams are doing a job defensively, and I think on the offensive end, both teams just really don't look crisp.
Yeah, you say don't look crisp, and I feel like the reason Haddonfield's up, it's only a 2-point advantage, but I feel like they've made less mistakes and forced more mistakes for Sterling.
Yep. As Haddonfield will keep the ball and keep possession, Sterling going a little aggressive on the defense straight away. As Bickle will throw this one in and give it to Douglas. Giving it to Smith. Smith again for a nice layup and gets it.
And right there, just aggressive defense backfired. Smith with a nice backdoor cut wide open.
Yeah, good job of Haddonfield running their set and finding that open girl away from the ball right there. And Sterling, one of the few times, left that middle wide open.
Dixon going for 3, goes in and out, and that's going to stay Haddonfield's ball.
There you see the play right there. Good job by Smith going up with the left hand.
Yeah, one too many double teams gave her a real easy look at the rim.
Douglas down in trouble, gives it to Bickle.
Yeah, Sterling coming up with that trap. Trying to.
Smith again gets fouled and goes to the free throw line.
Just really good off-ball work right now from Smith. You see she passes it off to her teammate and then cuts right to the rim, and there's just some defensive miscommunication here for Sterling.
And you can tell the difference. We said both teams have younger players. You can tell the difference when you look at Smith. I believe she's a senior. Yeah, I think that might be.
Yeah, she is a
senior. But you can tell by the way she's very composed in going to the basket, where on both teams, some of the younger players, when they get pressure around them, they tend to force things a bit.
Dixon now with it. Gives it to McDonald. Dixon again. Sims for 3. Hits the rim. And jump ball, and it's going to stay Sterling's possession.
Right now they just can't find, a good high percentage look. You got to look for a high percentage look around the basket, and I don't think they've had one in a half-court set all night.
Quinn, and good defense from Haddonfield, as Haddonfield will slow this one down. Give it straight to Smith. Smith on a run now. 1v1 against Sims. Airs that one out, but Haddonfield able to get in that deep 2 for Douglas. Misses that one, and Sterling back with it. Dixon now running up to the basket.
Nice
goes up
there by Sims defending.
And a nice pass from Bridget Dixon to McDonald as McDonald gets the nice, easy layup.
That was a fantastic pass there from Bridget Dixon. Got a high percentage look. We were just talking about that. A high percentage look at the rim for Mackenzie McDonald, and she converts.
Douglas now, and gets the layup. And now Will Sterling straight back onto attack.
Yeah, that was one time the help defense didn't get over there, and that was just leaving way too much room there along that baseline.
Wilsey's going to go for three, airs that one out, and Sterling's going to try and keep it in, and it's going to be Sterling's ball. Bickle looked a little shocked.
Bickle doing a good job there. Her dad, Coach Bickle's the baseball coach at Haddonfield. Been there for a long time.
Sims won't be able to keep that one in, and it's going to be Haddonfield's ball.
Well, Haddonfield kind of pulling away a little bit to a 4-point lead here, but a lot of their offense again has come through drives to the basket.
Douglas. Mackenzie's going to just keep this one. It might be a jump ball at the end of this. It will be. Oh. Little tussle at the end between McDonald and Mulligan.
Definitely a result of some physical play that's been going on down in the low post.
As it's going to stay Haddonfield's ball. And it's going to give it to Douglas.
And right now it's been really sloppy for both teams, but Haddonfield has just played a cleaner game, and that's why they're on top of this one. Only by 4.
Douglas thinks about going in, doesn't. And Mulligan goes to the basket, unable to get that one as Tori Wilsey now with it. Runs up, gives it to Quinn. Quinn goes up for the layup, missed a little bit too hard on the backboard, and now Haddonfield back has it. 31 will settle this one down. Riley Mulligan goes for a 3 and drains it for Haddonfield.
Good job of executing in the half-court set right there. Haddonfield's been doing that all throughout the second
Tori
quarter.
Wilsey goes up, misses the 2, and will be fouled.
Given too much space on the outside for Riley Mulligan, and she knocks that one down.
Yeah, good job just setting the feet and firing away.
Drains the first one. Haddonfield right now has a 7-point lead over Sterling in the second quarter. Wilsey goes for her second and drains that one too. As Sterling will make a substitution as Tori Wilsey will come out and Maddie Klein will come in. A very frustrated looking Sterling though. Haddonfield now with it. Mulligan thinks about it, finds the pass to Douglas. Douglas now takes it out.
There you see Douglas again pulling things out back, resetting their half-court offense.
And that's going to be a foul on 31. We do not have her in our sheet. But that's the first foul for her and 4th foul for the team.
Sterling right now really needs to get into an offensive rhythm, find a way to generate some offense. You can see Coach McDonald just trying to find different combinations right here as Pelkak comes back in the game.
Yeah, right now offensively they've been struggling and haven't really found a sort of rhythm. And then defensively for Haddonfield, they've done a pretty good job of corralling both shooters on the inside and outside.
Sims to McDonald. McDonald goes for the layup, but good job from the Haddonfield defense again.
No, a good pass, a good job of getting open, and that was the place to go to. But again, Haddonfield down in the low post right at the end, really defended the shot by Mackenzie McDonald well.
Mulligan again for three. This time different results. Dixon.
I think if you're Sterling here, maybe try and push the pace so Haddonfield can't get set in that zone defense.
Yeah, it definitely, it's definitely
Climb
possible.
to Sims. Sims goes Sims almost gets the layup, unable to, but gets her own rebound. Now Dixon passes it up to Pelkak. Pelkak goes for a deep two and does get the two.
Yeah, good job of Dixon engineering things there, kicking it out there. Pelkak, and Pelkak does a great job setting the feet and draining it. And boy, Sterling definitely needed that. They're definitely going to need some outside shooting to get back in this game.
And of course, Bickle again with another Bickle with a three for Haddonfield. Dixon now going for a deep two, gets it and drains it.
Now the shots are starting to fall for Sterling, and heading into halftime, this is something you can leave with a positive note.
Yeah, good job of Bridget Dixon right there, just seeing that open spot on the floor and creating her own offensive opportunity.
A long two for Haddonfield, misses, airballs that one out, and now McDonald to able to get the recover that. Dixon now, give it to Sims. Sims now holds on, gives it back to Dixon.
And Jacob, you'd mentioned, geez, you know, could they get him into a running fast break game? But what Haddonfield's doing is they're doing a good job getting somebody back. Whenever Sterling gets that rebound, they always have two girls back. So definitely doing a good job defending.
Sims went for a three, just off. Mulligan goes for a three, just off too.
And in the past few possessions, especially later in the second quarter, we've seen Haddonfield rely heavy on Riley Mulligan from the outside.
And this is Pelkak's deep two.
Yeah, speaking of outside shots, foot was on the line for Pelkak on that deep two.
Tori Wilsey comes back in, and Morgan Sims comes out. And at halftime, we'll have a special treat for you. But again, that's when halftime is. Tori Wilsey makes a pass, gets deflected, and heads right back to Haddonfield. And Smith and Douglas not on the same page right there.
John, do you know what the special treat is?
I do not know what the special
Jacob?
treat is.
I've got no idea. Your guess is as good as mine.
We'll be
wait
in
and see.
suspense for the next minute and 30 seconds.
Maddie Klein now with it. McDonald just off. Can she get her own rebound? Unable to as Douglas is able to recover. Douglas now going up to the basket. Can she get the rebound? No. Get the basket? No, but now Sterling with the rebound. Smith. And now they're asking for the travel, and they do. And McDonald saying she got hit in the hand. So a lot of finger pointing right there.
Yeah, they just double teamed the ball.
Yeah, to me that just looks like a clear travel. She took way more than 2 steps. I didn't see much contact. But I'm not out on the floor. So it's...
And that's going to be a travel for Bickle. Good job defensively for McDonald.
Yeah, it really was. You know, she's been doing that. Whenever they come up, you have Douglas with that quick first step in the drive, comes up with the help defense, cuts off Douglas, then also shifts over and is able to get the look like the jump ball call right there. So great job of D when it comes to McDonald.
Wilsey now with it. Pelkak.
Looks like Strong's going to play for the last shot here.
Dixon. And a bad pass, and not on the same page with Dixon and Pelkak. As Haddonfield will get back possession and maybe the final shot of the game of the second quarter.
One of those things that'll happen fairly early on in the season is now Haddonfield's got a chance for the last shot.
Yeah, that was just a miscue. You know, Pelkak wasn't paying attention. Dixon wanted to pass it off.
Go for a deep three. Now Sterling back has it, and Sterling should likely have the final shot as Bridget Dixon's going to go up. No foul called. Still no foul called. Gets the layup. And Sterling now within 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to go for a long 3. Try and make it. Unable to. 3. Now Haddonfield's going to But that ends the second quarter, but we take a look at that final basket from Bridget Dixon.
Now, that's a big basket. I'm surprised Haddonfield didn't wait for until the last second, because now it's within a 3-point game.
Sterling is still trailing behind the Bulldogs, 17-20, as we go back to 1994.
Right, she's got that good foul line jump shot.
And that was with 3 people in her face.
Mills now with 20 points in the ball game. Abby George with 20 points in the ball game, and Kate Schmidt with 22 in the ball game. Now let's see if we can get a listen as to what Bill Ulrich is going to go with.
If you can hit her, hit her. But don't throw away if you're not sure. Let's go.
Well, we caught the tail end of that, but Tammy, where do you go? Kate Schmidt, I guess.
I think you've got to go to Kate. Kate is your marquee player. You go to Kate.
All right. Here we go. 5 seconds left, tied at 52. The inbound, Schmidt's got it. Got it! She got it! To win the ball game, Kate Schmidt. 54-52. The win for Sterling to go 18-0 on the year. What a shot by Kate Schmidt.
We call for that one, Dan. You know, when you've got a player the caliber of Kate Schmidt, you put the ball in your hands and say, Kate, it's yours, win this game. She did. The fans appreciate it. The coach appreciates it. Kate's got to feel great, especially after a very shaky first half.
54-52, Sterling the win. We'll be back with interviews coming up in just a minute. Back here at Sterling High, it's been a great ball game, won by Kate Schmidt on a jumper with no time left on the clock. 54-52, the Knights win it, and Cammie Trinidad is with the victorious coach and the game winner, Kate Schmidt. Cammie?
Bill and Kate, we've got a very soaking wet Kate Schmidt who had the proverbial water bath from the joyous fans here at Sterling. Bill, coming into this game, you knew that you needed to get this. It's very tough pressure on a team to be undefeated and going for a conference championship tonight. Came out a little bit cold in that first half. Kate, you had some foul problems. Second half, it was a different story for you.
I knew I had to come out and lead my team. They needed me and I was in foul trouble, but I guess I pulled it off.
Bill, Kate, in that third quarter, really turned around offensively, but then she started to get into foul trouble. You took a very key step in that third quarter to rest Kate.
Well, we were in trouble. We were debating whether to take her out or not. We couldn't pick up the fifth. We decided we're down 2. Once we got the ball, they really allowed us to hold the ball. So we went into that fourth quarter only down 2, and it worked out real well. Gave us a chance to get Kate back in there, and she just dominated the game from there on.
End of the game, 5 seconds left on the clock. Bill, you take a timeout. We knew what you were going to do.
Well, I got to give a lot of credit to this young lady. She said, give me the ball and I'll score. And that was an easy decision to make. We just set up a little pick for her, got her the ball, and let her do the rest.
Kate, the next challenge for you.
State championship.
Sterling, Bill Ulrich, Kate Schmidt, and the entire team. They're ready. The fans are ready. Dan, back to you.
All right, Cammie, thank you very much. What a win here for Sterling as they go 18-0 on the season, but more importantly, they go 14-0 in the conference. And they take a 2-game lead with 4 games left to play. These two teams will meet in a couple of weeks over at Haddonfield. I don't know if that game can reach the intensity level as we had here today. It was just a phenomenal game. Taking a look at the leading scorers in the contest for Haddonfield, Abby George and Stephanie Mills led the way with 20 points apiece. Tina Sanchez had 8 for Haddonfield as well, and 4 points for Bree Kokas. Meanwhile, for the Sterling Silver Knights, Kate Schmidt, well, she only had 6 points in the first half, but she reached her season average of 24 points with a big second half. 11 points for Colleen O'Donnell, 10 for Melissa Goins, 6 for Laura Seymour, and 3 for Kelly O'Donnell. The final score, 54-52, Sterling with an impressive victory here tonight.
you check your email?
What's email?
The thing that keeps making that sound! Now I know why you didn't join me for the Flyers game! Open it now! 1,700 emails!
Maybe you should open your emails too.
You think so?
And welcome back here, Channel 19, girls basketball. Sterling against Haddonfield. Take a look at the leading scorers. Leading scorer for the Lady Knights, Bridget Dixon with 6, and Raina Pelkak with 5, and everybody else that has scored for the Knights has 2. And the Haddonfield Bulldogs, Bickle has 7, Mulligan with 5, and Smith with 3. And here's highlights for number 5, Bryn Bickle.
She's been active on both ends of the floor here. You see her getting a putback right there, had a couple steals, and obviously she's the leading scorer. And there you see her Hitting one from the outside. Now we go to our number 5, Bridget Dixon. Hitting one from the outside. Does a nice job of creating her own offensive opportunity. And she comes right back right here. I believe this was the one right before the end of the half. Guys, that was a big basket because Haddonfield had the ball. You thought they were going to wait for a last-second shot. They hit a 3. It'd be 23-15, and it's an 8-point game. Now with the shot by Dixon, it's a 3-point game.
On the break is Haddonfield, but broken up by Quinn. Dixon will bring the ball up for the Lady Knights. Quinn outside, gets it to Wilsey, back to Dixon. Good passing here from Sterling.
Sterling trying to run their offensive set right there.
Just rims out for Pelkak, but Quinn is able to corral the rebound.
Yeah, and a real good job by Sarah Smith defending in the low post. Pelkak's got a size advantage, but that was just a great job of keeping possession.
That one is broken up by Bickle. Running the break for the Dogs. Foul and the basket for Bryn Bickle. She's going to get to the line, and Tori Wilsey is not happy about that call.
Now you see Bickle here get the steal, and she's done that on a couple different occasions. Comes in strong and lays it right up.
Second foul for Tori Wilsey.
Bickle's definitely one of the ones that's done a real nice job cutting off those passing lanes. We were talking about that as being a strength of Haddonfield. And if you're Sterling, you're probably going to try and go with some no-look passes because there's definitely a lot of defensive anticipation, especially from Bickle for Haddonfield.
Wilsey puts up a shot, rims out. Rebound by Smith. And Smith running the break on Quinn. Good defense from Erin Quinn, but Smith gets her own rebound and is fouled hard.
Now, good
Sarah
defense
Smith
initially from Erin Quinn right there on Smith, but just like we said, Smith being the savvy senior that she is, stays with it, gets the putback attempt, and gets herself to the free throw line.
First one falls for Sarah Smith. Dixon finds McDonald down the post. Shot doesn't fall. Here's Mulligan for the Bulldogs. Shot from Bickle. And that will be out of bounds. Last touch by Haddonfield.
Haddonfield ran a play and trying to get Bickle open there.
Yeah, Bickle is their lead scorer for tonight's game, of course, and she's been doing really well all tonight, though.
That'll be a foul against Haddonfield on Katie Mulligan.
And a good job of Bridget Dixon, sensing the defender was out of control coming at her. Had that quick first step to the basket, but just like Sterling's been doing, you see Haddonfield having to help defense come over there.
Coach Quintavalli frustrated with the foul call.
So are they Haddonfield fans.
Quinn outside, gets that one to go. Erin Quinn outside for 3. Puts the Knights within 4. Bickle outside. Tries to answer back with their own 3, but doesn't go. Saved by Smith. Douglas over to Bickle and finds Mulligan. Slows things down.
Sarah Smith doing a great job to save that ball. Tries.
Here is Dixon on the break. Tough shot doesn't go, but Tori Wilsey with the rebound. And the Knights are within 2.
Yeah, good job of Wilsey with the follow-up, and also a real nice job of Erin Quinn cutting off Sarah Smith on that drive to the basket after hitting the outside shot prior to that.
Smith inside, and a strong take from Sarah Smith.
Yeah, good job of Smith. You talk about a senior, just sensing that there was a seam there that she could take advantage of. Got the ball and didn't hesitate. She just went right down the lane.
Quinn drives to the baseline. That'll be a charge on Erin Quinn. Taking another look at the basket from Smith here.
Yeah, it looked like Quinn might have got charged with somewhat of a push-off there at the end, but in any event, got the foul. And
That was on Quinn, second foul.
Right now, looking at a 4-point game. Teams definitely has had its a little bit of back and forthness about it.
Foul and the basket for number 4, Reese Volovich. Chance to put the and one basket in here.
You see Douglas goes with that drive, just like Sean's been doing. You have Mackenzie McDonald come over to help defense, and it's just a great individual effort by Volovich. You put it up under pressure and get yourself to the free throw line.
Gets the shot to fall. Foul was on Erin Quinn, her 3rd. Four minutes left to go here in this 3rd quarter as Quinn outside, has space, fires, doesn't go. Rebound McDonald, and she draws the foul.
You know, McDonald, just a good job down on the post, able to get the rebounds and all, and just been able to, just a good job as a sophomore, able to draw some contact to her and able to get the foul. Now the more important thing is to get those free throws in.
I agree with you, John. She's kind of like going away, a little bit off bounce, but tells you the maturity, finding a way to draw the foul and get yourself to the free throw line.
First one doesn't go. Alexis Guerrieri checks in for the Bulldogs. Second one rims out for McDonald as she will be empty-handed from that trip at the line.
And again, we talk about free throws, and it's been the ladies' Knights kryptonite all these past seasons and all, and
no doubt.
Just close games like these, you need to drain them.
Strong right now there for a little bit, applying a lot of pressure out on the perimeter, trying to shake things up with the Haddonfield team. Out to what I believe is their biggest lead at 7 right now.
Actually, I think it's equaled. I think they had a 7-point lead at one stage. I believe early in the 2nd quarter, but I don't think anything has been bigger than 7.
Pickle outside.
And Haddonfield's playing like they need to play with the lead, just taking their time. No need to rush anything.
There is Douglas who draws the foul.
Sterling right now got to be careful. They're already on their 5th foul in this game, and it's still plenty of time left in this 3rd quarter, and it's still got a 4th quarter to play. As that will be
Foul is on Dixon, first foul.
Bridget Dixon's 1st foul, again 5th one for the team. Douglas will go to the free throw.
Her sister, Keegan Douglas, I believe graduated last year. Had an outstanding career at Haddonfield and is off playing in college right now. Not 100% sure where she's playing. I'm thinking maybe, I'm going to guess George Mason, I thought, but I could be wrong about that. But just an outstanding 4-year career at Haddonfield.
That one is knocked away by Caroline Douglas. Stays Sterling possession.
And Ayanna Brown is in the game for the first time, a sophomore.
Good move from Dixon there. Couldn't get the basket to fall in double coverage. The area outside. Volovich passes to Mulligan. Haddonfield really taking their time here with this lead in the third quarter.
Yeah, and we'll see them do that from time to time. They'll pull things back out.
Bridget Dixon decides to slow things up here for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, and if there's one thing that Sterling's really done a nice job of consistently is cutting off those drives with the help basket, and they did it right there, and were able to get the turnover.
Hellcat doesn't fall.
And those are the types of shots you gotta drain again. Douglas gets another 2.
Yeah. That's a good timeout because Sterling was really caught flat-footed right there, and you can't not get back against the Haddonfield team that is definitely going to take advantage of it. They did it right there with Douglas being off to the races. The Sterling High School District Athletic Hall of Fame induction 2022. The Board of Ed Hall of Fame Committee invites you to nominate athletes and teams into our Athletic Hall of Fame, the Sterling Athletic Hall of Fame. To be considered, each nominee must have met the following requirements: graduated from Sterling at least 8 years ago, received a varsity letter at least 2 years, demonstrated superior skill in the sport, exhibited exemplary leadership, sportsmanship, and behavior on and off the court, continued demonstration of the Sterling character beyond graduation. Visit our website at www.sterling.k12.nj.us under the Athletics and Activities tab for individual and team nomination forms. Nominations are due by 2/1/22. And there we look at a Haddonfield team that right now is playing well on both ends. And again, I know, Jacob, you'd mentioned it about teams maybe trying, especially trying to fast break, but for the most part, the teams have defended that pretty well, but not there by Sterling. I think that's a big reason why you saw Coach Kate McDonald go to timeout.
Torrid Wilson draws the foul, and we'll get to the line. Take another look at it here.
Good screen by Mackenzie McDonald, and you see good job able to get the contact, and Tori Wilson able to go to the free throw line.
Wilson gets that one to go, and you're right, John. The free throws sort of have been the kryptonite, at least in this game.
Yeah. Free throws and probably missed too many baskets underneath, down low, that are makeable baskets. They're things you're going to look back on. But yeah, free throws are definitely probably one of the bigger things. As a team, Sterling shoots 38% from the free throw line.
That's not really a good percentage you want to see as a team overall.
Tough to win games when your percentage at the charity stripe is that low, especially close ones. Haddonfield has executed at the line, and Sterling hasn't. I think another thing that Haddonfield has done is executed better defensively.
Yeah, we talked about their ability to cut off the passing lanes, get some steals.
Douglas outside. Drives in, now decides to back away. Dixon looking for a steal, can't get it.
Yeah, good job of Dixon on Douglas right there. Cut off Douglas's drive to the basket initially, really pestered her out on the perimeter.
Mulligan puts up a shot off the rim. And Sims looking to push the pace here in the break. Finds Wilsey, but it's intercepted by Haddonfield.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to get a jump ball, as it'll stay Haddonfield's possession with 2.9 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
I might have missed a walk there.
Looking to draw up a good in-play play here. Shot from Douglas outside. Doesn't go at the buzzer. Sterling down here at the end of 3, 32-23 to Haddonfield. We'll be back right after this.
Tank Maroney!
Where am I?
Tank Maroney, you are being convicted of not wearing your mask and exposing others to COVID.
I've done no such thing.
Show me. Here's our proof.
Please forgive me.
Silence! For your recklessness to not abide by the rules, I sentence you to 10 months of short breath, endless coughing,
and endless pain.
No!
Were you here for the same thing?
Yeah. Sadly.
And welcome back to fourth quarter action. Of course, you see right by me is Jacob Clark and Tim Schultz here. I'm John Hall to bring you I'm here to bring you fourth quarter action of this Haddonfield and Sterling game. And also a congratulations to Jacob Clark for winning Student of the Month.
Appreciate it, guys.
Well deserved.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz.
Well deserved.
As Sterling will start off this fourth quarter. Morgan Sims has been unlucky to get that 3 bounces off, and now Smith playing the ball outside the court, and it's going to stay Sterling ball.
Trying to get the ball to Morgan Sims, one of their outside shooters, and I think also I wouldn't be surprised at some point if you're going to see Sterling kind of pick up a press or try and trap to just basically shake things up.
Let's take a look on our next game, which will be Monday, January 10th. Girls basketball, 5:30. Sterling, the Lady Knights, will take on the West Deptford Eagles. Of course, you can check that out it will be live on Channel 19, of course, youtube.com/Sterling TV 19. Of course, that's where you probably are watching this game. This game, too, is either on Channel 19 or YouTube. There you go, he's completed his Legos.
Look at that.
He's got it done.
He's got it done.
Very cool.
It looks like for me being an absolute nerd in Star Wars, it looks like something from the Clone Wars.
There we go. We even got a better shot.
It looks like one of those mini walkers that
I think you're right, John.
Great job by our camera guys.
It's pulled down.
Dixon from outside, though. Back to basketball. Because Dixon drains a 3. We're caught up in Legos over here.
Legos, you know. Apparently, we believe it's an ATST. I'm not 100% sure. We're not 100. Nick, our replay man, says it 100% is an ATST. As we take a look at the Bridget Dixon 3 while we're talking about Legos.
Now they're definitely looking to hit from the outside, to set up the outside shots. And again, I think wouldn't be surprised if we saw pressure on Haddonfield bringing the ball up the court in a couple minutes.
And we're all kids at heart here at the broadcast booth, broadcast table.
Sims going for a 3 and drains that one. It's Sterling raining down 3s.
Wow. I guess that's how they drew it up in the timeout. Coach McDonald said, you guys have to go out and hit threes. And listened and did it. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah. Three is bigger than 2.
Yeah.
So will that be on the test tomorrow? What's bigger, 3 or 2? Because I got that question right here.
Yeah, that might be one of the critical thinking problems.
As Haddonfield, after those 2 threes, take a timeout, a full 60-minute timeout, 60-second timeout. Sorry.
And there you see Sims hitting the 3. And boy, for a young team, I think Coach McDonald's got to be happy. You always wonder how they're going to respond to adversity. More important, how they're going to respond after you call that timeout to bring them together and let them know, your backs are against the wall. And boy, they really did respond there with the outside shots. And it looked like a game that was really starting to get away from them. Right now, they're looking at only a 3-point deficit.
As is the kid again, I think he was trying to put the leg back on. His mother now is trying to help.
What's your favorite Lego thing you've made?
Oh, I haven't made it yet, but I was going to build the Death Star.
No, John, I didn't ask you what is going to be your favorite one.
Oh, okay.
What is the favorite one you've made to this point, John?
Ooh.
We're like in a courtroom right now. Answer the question, John.
Okay. It's either got to be the X-Wing or the Millennium Falcon.
Good answer, John.
It's funny because I actually have like tubs of Legos, so it's Mr. K telling us in our headsets, don't step on them. Those things hurt. As Bickle's gonna go for a 3 and drains that one too. Answers with a 3.
I guess Corey Quinville said, I'm going to call a timeout and have my team hit 3s.
As I looked at Bridget Dixon, that looked like it was going to go in too, but it just hits the rim.
A ton of outside shooting in this 4th quarter from both teams.
Hey, why not? Shoot for 3s, everyone. It's a free 3 day.
Yeah, Douglas had Mulligan open for that fast break, but didn't see her, and Sterling was able to recover.
Mulligan now with it. And this is going to be a foul against Tori Wilsey. Tori Wilsey does not like the call. That's Sterling's 6th foul of the game. Sterling just 1 foul away for making Haddonfield go to the free throw line.
And being down in this 4th quarter, don't want to give them 1-on-1 opportunities, and then you keep fouling, and you're giving them 2 free shots at the line.
Yep.
And that will be Tori Wilsey's 3rd foul. Douglas makes a run-out play out and will slow down.
Haddonfield has done a nice job of keeping this lead and sort of milking the clock in a way, waiting to get a good shot, a high percentage look.
And a foul and the 2 points as Bickle again just having a game.
Yeah, and actually as she was going in, looked a little bit out of control, but found a way to make it count, and that's the bottom line. And not only that, she got herself to the free throw line for the old-fashioned 3-point opportunity.
Hey, you said it, John. She's having a game, just been, a dominant force for Haddonfield all night long, inside and outside scoring on both ends of the floor. He's been a force defensively. All around great performance.
Yeah, coming with critical baskets really when they need them, and not to mention the job she's done on the defensive end with getting some steals.
Dixon to McDonald. McDonald unable to get it. Mulligan now with it.
And I don't know about you, Mr. Schulz or John, but it looks like throughout 4 quarters so far, we're about halfway through this 4th quarter. So through 3.5 quarters, Sterling hasn't really figured out this zone defense from Haddonfield.
Now, and Haddonfield's doing a good job moving different people around, and he said have the help defense come over, and really doing a good job, probably more important than anything, cutting off the passing lanes. Look at Sims coming out of the game right now. And Raina Pelcat coming back in.
Dixon give it to Quinn. Quinn back into the game. I believe has 3 fouls of her own in total now. And this is going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay Haddonfield.
Jacob, you talked about the job they're doing on the defensive end. You talked about Haddonfield. We talked about a lot of different things, but the coverage away from the ball has been really good. You saw it right there, getting that hand on the ball, constantly getting hands on the ball. And I think when you do that, it makes it difficult for a team like Sterling offensively to get into any type of a half-court rhythm.
Mulligan goes for 2, unable to. Up, now Douglas for, I believe, for a 3, but doesn't matter. And there's a foul, and it's again Bickle going up to the free throw line. Again, Bickle just being an offensive threat all game tonight, and
Foul is on McDonald, 3rd foul.
Again, we've been saying this. She's been having a game.
Yeah, and only a junior, but at the same time, on a team that's very young with a lot of sophomores, it's like you're a veteran, and she's definitely playing like a veteran and really at the forefront of leading the charge when you had Sterling come within 3 after the timeout. She's really been a big part of what Haddonfield's done in the last couple minutes after taking that timeout. Pulling away right now out to an 11-point lead.
And again, just some miscommunication between Dixon and Pelkak. We've just been seeing this all throughout the game where the players haven't been on the right track, on the same page.
Yeah, you said it, John, all game long. It's been miscommunications for Sterling, allowing Haddonfield to get other chances. Haddonfield with good defense and Sterling, forcing themselves into their own wounds. The lead for Haddonfield is what it is because of that.
And they're going to take their time right here. Got it down low. There's nothing there. Good job just kicking it back out. And Bickle again. Just going to get to the free throw line.
And I believe this is going to be McDonald's 4th foul. 1 foul away from being out. Of course, we also remember the last time we did this. McDonald did get her 5th foul, and there was a little bit of trouble with the with the fouls and all, and led into some extra free throws for Haddon Heights.
Yeah, you're right. Foul trouble has seemed to be an issue with this team. You look at the amount of fouls. Sterling has 9 as a team in the second half. Haddonfield has 3.
Yeah.
Some of those fouls have been and-one chances where you've gotten 3 points, as we like to say, the old-fashioned way.
Mulligan now has it. Bickle. And you can honestly quite comfortably say that Haddonfield is right now in the driver's seat. Mackenzie McDonald able to grab that one out. Quinn able to deflect. And Bickle able to recover and gives it to Mulligan, who just sent, you can just see it on Sterling's face, just frustration on their face. Just nothing really has been going for Sterling's way.
Yeah, the effort has been there all night. That is the one thing this team will never fail to do. They give 100% out there every night, but the execution just hasn't, the shots haven't fallen, they haven't executed. It just hasn't gone their way tonight.
Wilsey now. Wilsey going to drive in long 2. Unlucky bounce. Still, nothing has been going in for Sterling so far after those 2 threes that Sterling has hit. Haddonfield now gives it to Bickle and tries to hold it. Bickle now going up to the basket. Now to Douglas. Open chance for a 3 right there for Haddonfield. Just doesn't take it. And a foul. No, I don't think it is going to be a foul. I think this was going to be a timeout for Haddonfield. Haddonfield just wants to keep possession.
And we've seen a couple of times where you had Sterling shoot themselves in the foot with passes where one girl's going the wrong way. And we look at our next game that we'll have shown on Channel 19. January 10th, girls basketball, Sterling versus West Deptford. You'll see it live on Channel 19 and streaming live on YouTube. But I think when you're a team that does all the things we've talked about that Haddonfield does on the defensive end, you frustrate its team like Sterling, then that's when they start to really have the unforced turnovers and start to hurt themselves.
Someone's doing their last-minute homework. They from your class?
Now, last minute would be tomorrow morning at 7:15.
Ah.
But for you, John, who gets his stuff done in a timely manner, 7 o'clock is last minute. Look around at our crowd on hand. Decent crowd on here for a 5:30 game. Wow.
Wow, a lot of people doing homework at this time.
Somebody's got some big projects due tomorrow.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they put, they went back to like the ticket system, which it's like the cheerleaders and then pretty much the parents.
Yeah, okay, each kid from both teams gets 4 tickets for the relatives to come in, so.
Hopefully that will come back soon as Bridget Dixon able to get a steal. And Tori Wilsey unable to make the layup. Now Sims, now it's going to be a jump ball. That should be staying Sterling's ball, which it does. As I was going to say, though, was that we hope that the Sterling super fans come back soon, because it gets quite loud in this court.
Super fan, and we had the band here for a couple games. That was really exciting. That was a couple years ago. I don't know if we'll be able to do that now, but down the road, maybe.
Well, what my sister was saying before this, that they were trying and thinking about doing that, though. Number 34.
Yeah, that's a good putback, but even better play by Smith on the other end. And I don't think we've talked enough about what she's done in the second half. Talk about somebody who does the little things. Obviously, the game's out of hand now, but just always is active, cutting off lanes, making defensive plays, batting the ball away. Some of the things that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet you've seen from Sarah Smith. Again, that senior, that steady leader out on the floor for this very young Haddonfield team.
Yeah, not only defensively, but offensively, when Sterling was looking to double team on Haddonfield, she was smart enough to take those backdoor cuts, easy baskets right at the rim. That was when Haddonfield had that 7-point lead we were talking about was the most of the game. Obviously, it's not 7 anymore.
A good sense of knowing where the open spots are in the court.
And Quinn will draw up another foul as Sarah Smith will go to the free throw line.
And that's trying to be aggressive by never quitting. This team hasn't quit, even though this game, the score isn't the way they would like it to be, but they're still out there trying to compete and do all the things that they need to get done.
And definitely a situation with Coach Kate McDonald where it's a young team and you're just trying to improve with each game and trying to prove off your mistakes and not make the same mistakes over and over again. And I think that's the big thing for a young team. And you can preach it all you want as a coach, but you need the players to kind of take what you're saying and take ownership of it.
They got to buy into the systems the coach is putting it out there.
Buy in and take ownership.
As we come down to the final minute of this fourth quarter and the games, just you thought it would be start clicking. You thought after those 2 threes, you thought Sterling was able to find something positive and go on a run, but just unable to find anything so far after those 2 threes.
Sterling had no answer for Bryn Bickle on the defensive end.
And offensively, too.
And give credit. You talk about a team that's composed. I mean, give credit to Haddonfield because with the run that Sterling had to get within 3 when they were down by maybe 9 or 10, a lot of teams would have folded, but Haddonfield composed themselves.
Morgan Sims, 100% at the free throw line. Let's see how long she can keep that streak running. She is 3 for 3. Can she go 4 for 4? Yes, she can.
With a team that shoots 36%, seems as though the one person you can't foul is Morgan Sims for the Lady Knights.
Made 2 clean, easy free throws for the looks of things.
Heads up.
Try to get a foot to it, but unable to. My foot was a little bit shorter than the table.
With the soccer mentality over here, well, you're a goalie. You're allowed to hit it with your hands.
Yeah, but yeah, I could probably, I could have definitely reached there.
You need a little more
vertical
wingspan. Wingspan.
Wing.
Would be the proper word.
Technical term.
Technical term, yeah.
Tori Wilsey will throw this one in, tries to find an open player. Morgan Sims now with it, going to shoot it up, bounces off, and again a foul for Bridget Dixon. As Sterling will go again on the free throw line as Haddonfield will hit their 6th foul of the game.
And Haddonfield, you saw it right there, has done a real good job defending
7th foul.
Off the inbound. And you saw it right there, the only opening was out towards the wing. And sometimes you see teams work that play and get easy baskets, but Sterling hasn't been able to do that. And again, we go back to another facet or an area where Haddonfield's done a good job defensively.
As Bridget Dixon gets her second one, just 15 seconds remaining, and I think that should be the final basket of the game, unless Haddonfield wants to go for a basket, but I don't think they will. Haddonfield's just going to pass it around. 13 will take a shot, airmails it, won't count, as Sterling loses to Haddonfield 32-45, just unable to get anything going from the word go. And again, we thought after those 2 threes, Sterling might have gotten something, but just unable to.
Yeah, came close there, with about 7 minutes left, got it to within 3, but hey, give credit to Haddonfield with how they responded and really just never looked back after that timeout, converted on some shots and did what they needed to do. And Bryn Bickle will be our player of the game for Haddonfield. We're going to go to some of her highlights right here. There you see her taking it right down the middle and finishing. There with the putback. Right there, not sure. Okay, didn't go to the free throw line there. And there with the outside shot. So she hurt Sterling both inside and outside. And there we see her finishing right there, getting the 3-point opportunity, going to the free throw line. Hitting from the outside again. Driving down the lane. So a good little highlight clip showing how Bryn Bickle beat Sterling in a lot of different ways and very deservedly is our player of the game.
Of course, our next game will be January 10th on Monday, where the girls take on West Deptford. I'd like to say a special thanks out to Channel 19, Kevin Schulz, Mr. K, and Jacob Clark, who of course is our student of the month. I'm John Hallwood, and go Knights.